All right, here we have Mike. Tall, athletic, good stance. What I want you to notice here is when you take your stance, if we focus on your knees here, and then you load up, the right knee kind of goes back and almost works into a position that it's going back into the catcher. As your left leg starts to move forward, watch the right knee stay. It almost looks like you're riding a horse. So what that causes, it causes this front leg to have to create a lot of energy here to try to get this back side of the body, which isn't really doing much right now, right? This back side is not doing much. What it causes is the front side to have to work really hard for the lack of this power source right here following the front leg. You got a ball coming at you this way. The idea is you want your body from the waist down to be moving into that ball. Okay? Now again, you're strong, you're very athletic, so you get away with it at this age. But as you get older, if you watch, so your left foot's moving right now. Nothing else in the body's moving. So if you're going to take the left leg and lift it up and start to move it out, again, I'll put a line right here. That's where your left leg starts. So right now your left leg's moving 6-7 inches, and while your left leg's moving 6-7 inches, you're loading up back here on the back side, and you're loading up like this. It's almost a false load, and then you hit the ground, and we'll see this shortly here. You hit the ground, and now all the work begins. Now again, now you're moving forward, right? But by this time, if I throw you a curveball or something off speed, you've already committed so much to that left side working to make up for the lack of that move from the right side that your barrel's going to lag a little bit. And you get great off the tee, by the way, which most of us do. And you get really strong into the power position right there, which is to say right elbow, right knee, right hip, head, all in line. But what you do is when you finish your swing, you're short. See how short it is? Because you don't have that trigger that you're making right there. That move right there with the right knee, that's a great move. It's a very, very good movement. It's just late because of that move right there with the knee. And also dive in a little bit, and we'll see that when we go to the picture on the right. That movement looks good right here, but you're spinning the front leg, the right leg's trying to catch up, and as a result, when you make contact, okay, we'll put this back to this frame here. This contact point, I'd like to see the barrel continue to work that way. And your barrel works around a little bit more because your upper body is trying to catch up to that lower half. This part of the body up here, bud, this part of the body right here, when you hit the ground, is trying to catch up to that spin that you're making with your lower half on the front side. So as a result, your shoulders get real aggressive right there. So if I'm throwing to you, again, what I can do here is I could throw you soft away and get you in trouble. I'd also like to see, as you make this transition and you make this move, your right nut work more through the ball. So as you're making this move, see how you hit the ground with the right nut, it stops. See it stop? And then it starts to move forward a little bit at that point. Just shortens up your arms a little bit. And again, that's because of that move with the knee right there. You're moving, bud. You're taking off. Follow it. Run into the ball. Once you land, you're very athletic, obviously. And you're strong as an ox to get the barrel hit through. I just think you can get a little more freedom to get the hands to move more this way as you hit the ball instead of the shoulders pulling them. See the hands? They're going to go right there. So you're shortening your swing a little bit to the point where you can have enough extension through. Now if I come to here on this side, remember the ball's coming at you this way. So we want to go back into it this way with our entire body. Again, you'll load up. Watch the right knee stay to us. Look at it. It's pointing to us. So you have this front side kind of stuck in midair right now. You're not moving your body to the pitch that's coming to you. You hit the ground, and before you do, watch your front leg open hardcore. Okay? Two reasons why. One, because there's not the help from the back side. Two, because look where you start and look where you end. You're a pitcher. You should know what to throw this guy who's batting against you right now. Energy going this way. Right? You're throwing a fastball at him. You have energy going this way. Get your elbows tucked in this way. And you got a ball coming at you this way. Doesn't line up, does it? So what it does is it blocks you from being able to use this part of your body right here to create the energy and the speed to get around and pull through. So you're going to do what you do best, which most of the kids your age do, work from upstairs. And there you go. So right now your left hip is pulling out. Your right elbow is trying to catch up, which is a good strong position. The knob of the bat's going there. And you're going to pull the hands back in right now. Your right arm saves your butt right there. That ball should be hit there on that part of the barrel. You hit it out here. Because the barrel doesn't stay there, right there. Boom, barrel there, good. And because this hip isn't able to explode more, the barrel head's not able to go that way more. So at contact, your barrel's coming out of the zone. There. In the zone, out of zone. In the zone, out. We're talking 1.5 inches, bud. And it still has to do from this lower half working the upper half. That's partially because, again, when you stride, it makes it a little bit difficult process because you don't follow your front foot. And then when you land, you're crossing everything up and spinning the hips. Spin. Now think about that as a pitcher. This front hip's going to go out. The back hip's going to spin around that front hip. As a pitcher, what am I going to throw you? That pitch right there. Because your knob and your hands are already committed to this angle. Actually, that angle right there. So then you're going to work really hard on the right elbow right there. Boom, get inside, get inside, get inside. And you're lagging the front arm. And then it's short. Just look how short that swing is after. Look at it. We should see that barrel for another 3 inches moving that way with your hands after contact. You're losing energy. And that's why you're so short in the shoulders. Short in here. Partially again because you're going this way. Sorry, this way. You are incredibly athletic. And if you can get your feet cleaned up and get this movement here where you're working into the ball more. Right now, I like to see your head here. I know you're trying to load up, and I get that, but it's a negative load. I want everything from down below a freight train. So that when you hit the ground, you run into the ball, not hit the ground, and then try to make up for that movement by spinning the front leg. Again, this front leg right here is pulling your hands right now, not the back knee. Back knee works strong. You do. Very strong, very quick. Now you are. Boom. Boom. But that's when that elbow has to get in tight to catch up. It looks great. Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we not be so stiff here on the front leg? All of that adds up to another, 8 miles an hour barrel head speed, and that shortness of the knob coming back to the belly button instead of you hitting the ball and having the hands do this, the barrel do this, and then come around. Launch angle a little bit longer. And again, it all starts right. That's a great stance right there. Can we get back there? Can we get back here? Can we get back to a really strong position right here? Well, the head gets back, right? But before the head gets back, what happens? You already turn the front knee. You're stuck on the back side here. You're stuck there. It's like riding a horse. And then you come out of it launching forward, which saves your butt. It's a good swing, bud. A little bit of work to do. Overall, though, it's a very good swing.